Greetings everyone and welcome back to my channel, and as promised I will show you guys my Vengeance collection, DVD collection. It's a UK label that made the effort in the early 2000s to in fact transfer their VHS collection into DVDs. Obviously with 70s Kung Fu, they did not make a real HD transfer. Those VHS were directly ripped into the DVDs, but still it's probably the last media that we will see those movies. I don't think Blu-rays will have those kind of films. Obviously it's very niche movies and genre. The only exception is in my last video, the Jackie Chan, the Jet Li, the Samoan, the Eureka, Masters of Cinema, and 88 movies. Even I've ordered the box set of Police Story 1 and 2 from Criterion. So only the top of the line and top of the pyramid, the Kung Fu films and actors, directors will have the true remastered treatment on Blu-ray. But those films is probably the last media that they will be available. So if you see something you like, it's probably the only way to get this film is by tracking this label down. I know for a fact that there's German company that is probably the only one who made the true effort to restore old Kung Fu film from third-party company, because this is what that is. Those movies are not from Golden Harvest nor the Shaw Brothers company. Those movies are from independent company that mostly shot their movies in Taiwan. It's a small island close to Hong Kong, and the rules and the were different, and it was easier to shoot those movies than in Hong Kong, where it was more difficult to shoot. So let's begin, because as you can see, there's a lot of movies. So 5 Kung Fu Daredevil heroes, starting Beardy. As you know, Lau Kar Yang, that's his name, is known in the Kung Fu world as Beardy. This guy was very athletic. He was not originally a Kung Fu a master or trained in Kung Fu. He was more like if I can remember right, was a soccer player. But he was trained by Samoan in his early Kung Fu films, and he became a household name in Hong Kong. There's a lot of great actors, Philip Ko, Lo Lei, as you can see. So this is a great film, great acting, great obviously Kung Fu action. So sorry about the glare, hope it's not that bad. This is a cool one also, the dragon, the hero, with Dragon Lee, John Liu, who is a master kicker, Philip Ko, one of my favorite Kung Fu actors, very capable guy, and this fellow also is, I think it's, I can't remember his name now, but he's in a lot of Kung Fu films. There's also Bolo Young, as you can see. So a lot of great actors in that movies, and back in the, like I said, most of those movies were shot in Taiwan, so they only needed they were always shot in the wild, so they didn't need like a castle or a bar or a village. Most of them were shot outside. Fatal Flying Guillotine. It's an okay guillotine movie with most of them are karate like action. 36 styles, deadly style. If you can, if you're good at kung fu film, you know this is Hwang Jung-lee. One of the best Korean kicker that ever lived in kung fu films. He plays against Jackie Chan in Snake and Crane. Snake and Eagle Shadow and Drunken Master. The Mighty Four. This star Casanova Wong, who was discovered by Sammo Hung. He is also a Korean kicker, and he made quite a few kung fu films. Pretty good movie. Kung Fu Genius. Kung Fu Genius is more like a Drunken Master clone, because as soon as Drunken Master became popular with Jackie Chan, the Kung Fu comedy exploded and a lot of clone came out. Same thing like, you know, when Bruce Lee in the early 70s, everybody wanted to be Bruce Lee, and when Jackie Chan became popular, everybody wanted to be like a Jackie Chan clone. So, cool film for what it is. Fist of Golden Monkey. This is a cool one because there's a lot of you know, actors, kung fu actors that and martial artists that maybe are more underground and you didn't know existed, and the action is pretty good. Yeah, this is one I like a lot. Hwang Jung-lee again. He made a lot of independent movie. Hard Bastard. Just love those titles. And again, if you see Hwang Jung-lee in a movie, you can rest assured that you will see a lot of kicking. This is one of his best independent films, 5 Pattern Dragon Claw. Hwang Jung-lee again. This guy was in real life a real badass. He was in the military, and he's just a real, you know, like Navy SEAL type of guy, but in Korea. So you don't mess with this guy. Crazy guy with super kung fu. So again, like a Drunken Master clone, or, you know, kung fu comedy. Good, but not, you know, the best one. But still, you know, those type of movies had usually like 2 heroes teaming up against teaming up and fighting against one super villain. 10 Tigers of Shaolin, reference to the 10 Tigers of Kwangtung. More serious film. This is a nice one. Demon Strike. Now this is Beardy, and the other feller, I cannot remember his name, but he's a great actor. He's a cool one. He made a couple of great films on his own. So yeah, this is a good movie. I remember this one is one of the best Vengeance releases. Alright, so first row just finished. The Master and the Kid. This guy plays in Iron Fisted Monk in the directional debut of Sammo Hung. He also plays the bad guy in New Fist of Fury, old low way film with Jackie Chan, you know, where Jackie Chan, you know, plays the role of Bruce Lee. And he's like the karate expert in the New Fist of Fury. Those infos are only for, you know, the hardcore movie fan. I know some of them will like will not try follow me on those information, but yeah, this is the guy. The Bravest Fist. Now this guy I don't know how and why, but he was involved with the triads in Hong Kong. He made a lot of gangster film. This is one of his early kung fu movies, but, you know, after that in the 80s he made a lot of gangster movie, triads films, and, you know, the triads were very involved in Hong Kong cinema. So, and I know this guy was also involved in the triads. Secret Rival 3. Now, Secret Rival is one of the classic kung fu films. Number 2 is pretty good. But number 3, I would say number 3 is better than number 2. Number 1 is obviously the best one, but here is Alexander Fu Shang, one of the best, obscure kung fu actors. Very, very athletic and capable guy, and teaming up with John Liu, the one and only John Liu, who, aside from Wang Zhongli, can kick the hell out of anybody. So there's great talent in that movie. Two wondrous tigers, two type of friend who team up against one badass villain, and this has comedy kung fu in it, so pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. The Dragon, the Odd, I cannot remember that one. There's some of those movies I didn't watch. I watched maybe like 5, maybe sometimes 8 years ago. So Fist, Kicks, and Evil. Snake Fist of Buddha's Dragon. Now those titles are just something else, Cannot remember this one also. So you'll excuse me, but if you see some actors, the cool fact about the Vengeance video is they put all the actors in front of the cover, so you can always see if you know someone. The Magnificent, this is again the this is the bad guy from New Fist of Fury with Jackie Chan, and also the monk who with Sam Wong in his movie Aaron, Fisted Monk. He must had bodybuilding experience. So next movie, girls, I'm trying to film a film. Please go outside. This is Buddhist Fist and Tiger Claw with Wang Zhongli. Those were my two of my kids. There's no school today. So Wang Zhongli, one of the best kickers, Korean kickers of all time, to be in.